allá.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon. This morning we are live from Kazuka School in Bogota, Colombia, where God is at work in very exciting, wonderful ways. And with me today we have our president, wonderful, amazing president, Missy Christie, to tell you what's happening in Kazuka.
Thank you, Doug. Good morning, all the way from Altos de Cazuca. Indeed, this is a suburb, a neighborhood that is located in the southeast part of Bogota, the capital city of Colombia. And it's a very interesting place where the Lord has given us the blessing of working. Over 30 years ago, Doug, this area started to become populated by families and people who were escaping the ongoing violence produced by that decade-long conflict that our country has suffered. Back then, about an average 35 families used to arrive here every week. And since then, the flow of people hasn't stopped. So in this school, in this place, we're working and we're making a difference. So glad to say hello to you from here.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about what's happening behind you in the school? I know you're having some construction going on.
Let me tell you first a little bit about the history. You know, I will never forget the first time that I visited this area with my father, the founder of Conviventia. It was a cold day, similar to today. That cold wind just rushed through the unpaved roads, taking in it, you know, a sense of loneliness, sadness, despair. But I was touched that day to see how God had placed a vision, a dream in my father's heart, our founder's heart, to provide access to quality Christian education right here in this area. And through that, lead the children to discover that their life has worth, has value, engage the parents in the process, and lead them to discover that they have been created with purpose, on purpose by a loving God. And through that, break those intergenerational cycles of poverty. Doug, our founder, didn't get to see that vision fulfilled, but you and I have. The Lord in his sovereignty took him home earlier than we expected. And today I am glad to share that the dream that the Lord placed in our founder's heart has been fulfilled, continues to advance, and that obedient and compassionate heart that he had continues to inspire us today. And now, if you allow me, I will tell you what's taking place behind me. Do you want to hear?
Absolutely.
Well, this year in this school, we had 525 kids. 525 kids who were able to receive an education that raised their awareness about the purpose of their life, thanks to sponsors. And because of that work, today we have kids that have completed that circle, and the teachers here, kids that used to run in those corridors up there, our teachers, our nurses, our doctors, our engineers, architects. And what you see back here is a project of expansion, of improvement of the facilities. We want to make them more adequate, safer for our kids. And the exciting part of that is two things. It's going to allow us to increase the number of students to 700. We're busy enrolling, as I speak to you down here.
Mm,
Up there, our parents enrolling their students in this school. And the second exciting thing about this wonderful expansion of the school is that kids that once were sponsored are now leading that construction.
yeah,
Kids that once sponsored are now an architect and an engineer, and they're giving back and investing in ensuring that other kids have the opportunity to advance, be equipped, and just build a good life.
that's amazing. It is. Yes. And I can see you have some ramps built too.
Yes.
That's to give you some better access for disabled students.
What we're doing right now is ensuring that we have a larger recreational space,
Mm,
that we have better access. We've had children with wheelchairs having to use wheelchairs, and we had about 230 kids in the second and third level. Maybe you see up there if I show you with my camera. And access and evacuation was a great challenge. In fact, it was a great risk. Now the kids will be able to access all the way from the lowest floor up to the third floor with no difficulty. And we're going to put a roof. So right now I'm standing underneath the beautiful sky. There will soon be a roof up there covering this. And you know what? This place, this playground expanded, is going to become an auditorium. And that auditorium is going to allow us to continue providing that quality Christian education that puts God and His truth and His love at the center of what we do and at the center of life. But it's also going to allow us to engage the parents with our school for families, training them, equipping them again to escape that intergenerational cycle of poverty and violence that causes so much affliction. You know, Doug, kids here in this area are exposed to all manner of risks,
yeah.
all the way from being forcibly recruited by illegal armed groups, being victims or exposed to human trafficking,
Mm,
to abuse, neglect by their parents. So I am glad to tell you that that vision that our founder had of enabling kids to discover the goodness of the Lord right here, to hear about His love and His faithfulness right here is being accomplished, is advancing strong and it is making an enormous difference. Every day, with the support of our sponsors, we're writing a different story, a
mm,
story that has love, faith, action, hope, opportunity written all over it. Let me tell you quickly before you ask me something else. Last Saturday, we had the graduation of our senior class from this school and another one of our schools here in Bogota as well. What a joy
mm,
to see those kids receiving their high school diploma and their job preparedness diploma, having completed the vocational training as well, with the determination of building meaningful lives, of pursuing higher education, but most of all, determined to set their trust on Jesus and follow His footsteps. So, very exciting things happening here, and just so grateful to the Lord and to every donor who has embraced the calling of loving God above all things and loving our neighbors as ourselves, no matter where those neighbors are.
mm, mm. Yes. So for the last 12 years that I've been coming, I've seen the community transform, everyone becoming just being gospel share of the good news. I see them just loving the community and seeing them expand. So it's just heartwarming to see that some of the kids that I first have sponsored and now adults and giving back as teachers, social work. It's I love it. So we invite you today to please help donate and part of it out to the school. We have a double the impact matching funds today only, up to $10,000, and help the kids transform their lives out of poverty. Next year, we need 200 more new students. That's going to need sponsorship. That's going to need your love, your prayer. And so please click on the link there below. You can either donate to sponsor a child or just donate to the school at large. Okay, thank you. Back to you.
Thank you. You're so right, Doc. We expect to have at least 175 new students next year.
That's
Each one of them needs a sponsor. And you just have to click on that link and take part in an extraordinary story of transformation by taking the hand of a child. I hope you take action today.
Thank you. Thank you. God bless. We love you guys. Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.